Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when the noise around you no longer matters. A time when the opinions of others hold no weight and the energy you give is reserved only for what truly feeds your soul. That time is old age. And when you reach it, you have two jobs. Focus on yourself and stay silent. Now, some of you might be wondering, why stay silent? Why not keep fighting, keep proving, keep talking? Well, let me tell you something. You don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. You've lived, you've seen, you've done. The world may not clap for you, but that doesn't mean you haven't won. Not everything in life deserves your attention, and not every situation requires your energy. When you reach a certain stage, especially in old age, you realize that peace is not something the world hands to you. It is something you have to protect, something you have to guard like a priceless treasure. The older you get, the more you understand that your time, your emotions, and your mental well-being are not things to be given away freely to every person, every argument, or every distraction that comes your way. Protecting your peace means knowing when to walk away, knowing when to stay quiet, and most importantly, knowing what is worth your time and what is not. People will always have opinions, and the world will always have noise. Some people thrive on drama, conflict, and negativity. They will come to you with their chaos, hoping to drag you into it, hoping to make you part of their storm. But you do not have to accept that invitation. You do not have to entertain their madness. There is great strength in choosing not to engage, in letting go of the need to respond to everything that tries to pull you out of your peace. Silence is not weakness, it is power. It is knowing that your peace of mind is worth more than proving a point. You also have to be mindful of what you consume, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. The conversations you entertain, the news you watch, the people you surround yourself with, all of these things affect your peace. If something is constantly bringing you stress, fear, or anger, you have every right to step away from it. You are not obligated to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are not required to absorb every bit of negativity that crosses your path. Protecting your peace means setting boundaries. And boundaries are not just about keeping others out. They are about keeping yourself safe. Your peace is also protected by the choices you make daily. How you spend your time, what you give your energy to, and where you place your focus all determine the state of your mind and spirit. Worrying about things beyond your control, dwelling on past regrets, or stressing over things that may never happen only steals the joy of the present moment. Let go of what you cannot change and focus on what brings you stillness and fulfillment. Whether it is reading, walking in nature, praying, meditating, or simply sitting in silence, find what nourishes your soul and do more of it. At the end of the day, your peace is your responsibility. No one will hand it to you and no one will maintain it for you. It is up to you to decide what is worth your time, what is worth your energy, and what is best left alone. The more you protect your peace, the clearer your mind becomes, the lighter your heart feels, and the more you truly begin to live. There comes a point in life when you realize that no matter how much you explain yourself, people will still see what they want to see, believe what they want to believe, and interpret things through their own lens. The need to explain yourself comes from a desire to be understood, to be validated, or to clear up misunderstandings. But as you grow older, you begin to see that not everyone deserves an explanation. Not everyone is willing to understand you, and that is not your burden to carry. Letting go of the need to explain means freeing yourself from the exhausting cycle of justifying your choices, your actions, and your way of living to people who may never truly listen. Some people ask questions not because they genuinely seek to understand, but because they want to judge. They have already made up their minds, and nothing you say will change that. Explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you is like pouring water into a broken cup. It will never be enough. You can spend hours, days, or even years trying to make them see things from your perspective, but at the end of it all, they will still believe what they want. And even if you manage to convince them today, tomorrow they may change their mind again. So why waste your energy? Why give them the power to make you feel like you owe them a justification for living your life the way you choose. Letting go of the need to explain does not mean you are avoiding accountability. It does not mean you do not care about other people's feelings. It simply means that you refuse to live for their approval. It means you have reached a place where you trust yourself enough to know that your decisions do not need to be put on trial for the world to judge. You do not need to defend your past, your choices, or the direction you are headed in. Those who truly care about you will respect your journey, even if they do not fully understand it. And those who demand explanations at every turn are often the ones who would not change their opinion no matter how much you explain. You do not need to explain why you choose peace over chaos, why you distance yourself from certain people, or why you no longer entertain meaningless conversations. You do not need to explain why you prioritize your happiness, your health, or your own personal growth. The moment you stop explaining, you reclaim your power. You stop allowing others to dictate how you live and start living for yourself. The truth is, the people who matter do not need explanations. And the people who demand them will never truly understand. So let them think what they want. Let them talk. Let them assume. Your life is yours to live, not to explain. Your well-being is the most valuable thing you own, and as you grow older, it becomes even more important to invest in it. Life has a way of pulling you in different directions, making you feel like you need to take care of everything and everyone before yourself. But the truth is, if you do not take care of yourself, you will have nothing left to give. Your physical, mental, and emotional health are not luxuries, they are necessities. And if you do not make them a priority, no one else will. Taking care of your body is the first step in investing in your well-being. It does not mean you have to chase unrealistic fitness goals or push yourself to extremes. It means honoring your body by giving it what it needs: proper nutrition, movement, rest, and care. Eating well is not just about looking good, it is about feeling good, about having the energy to enjoy your days without pain or discomfort. Movement is not about proving strength to anyone else. It is about keeping yourself mobile, flexible, and independent. Rest is not laziness. It is essential for your mind and body to heal and recharge. When you take care of your body, it takes care of you in return. Mental well-being is just as important as physical health. The older you get, the more you realize that your thoughts shape your reality. If you fill your mind with stress, regrets, and negativity, your days will feel heavy. If you choose peace, gratitude, and joy, life becomes lighter. Investing in your mental well-being means letting go of toxic thoughts and replacing them with ones that uplift you. It means engaging in things that keep your mind sharp: reading, learning, solving puzzles, having meaningful conversations. It also means setting boundaries to protect yourself from unnecessary stress. Not every problem is yours to fix, and not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your mental health is to simply step back and choose peace over conflict. Emotional well-being is about surrounding yourself with things and people that bring you joy. It is about being intentional with your time and energy. It means choosing relationships that nurture you instead of drain you. It means doing things that make you feel alive, whether that is spending time in nature, listening to music, creating art, or simply sitting in silence and appreciating the moment. Happiness does not come from chasing after things or seeking approval from others. It comes from within, from living a life that aligns with what truly matters to you. Investing in your well-being is not selfish, it is necessary. The world will always demand more from you, but you do not have to give more than you have. You owe it to yourself to take care of your body, to protect your mind, and to nurture your emotions. Because at the end of the day, your well-being is the foundation for everything else in your life. Without it, nothing else truly matters. Words have power. They can heal or harm, build or destroy, bring peace or start wars. As you grow older, you begin to understand that not everything needs to be said, and not every thought needs to be spoken out loud. Choosing your words wisely is not about suppressing your voice, but about understanding the weight that words carry. Once words leave your mouth, you cannot take them back. They can linger in someone's mind for years, shaping their emotions, their self-worth, and even their future. Knowing this, you must be intentional with what you say, how you say it, and when you say it. There will be moments when silence is more powerful than speech. Not every argument deserves a response. Not every criticism needs a defense. Some people speak just to get a reaction, to provoke, to test your patience. Engaging with them only drains your energy and fuels their negativity. Instead, learn the art of pausing before speaking. Ask yourself, will my words help or hurt? Will they bring clarity or confusion? Will they uplift or tear down? If speaking serves no real purpose, silence is the best option. The way you speak to others reflects the way you think. If you constantly use negative words, it means your mind is filled with negativity. If you choose words of encouragement, wisdom, and understanding, it shows that you carry peace within yourself. Be mindful of how you speak to the people around you, especially those closest to you. Words spoken in anger can cut deeper than any weapon. A single harsh statement can leave scars that last a lifetime. Even when you are right, how you express yourself matters. A wise person does not just speak the truth, they speak it with grace and respect. But choosing your words wisely is not just about how you talk to others, it is also about how you talk to yourself. The words you use in your own mind shape your confidence, your self-esteem, and your outlook on life. If you constantly tell yourself that you are too old, too weak, or that your best days are behind you, you will start to believe it. If you speak to yourself with kindness, reminding yourself of your strength, your wisdom, and your worth, you will walk through life with a sense of peace and purpose. Be careful with the words you allow to live in your mind, because they will eventually become your reality. Sometimes people think wisdom is about saying a lot, about always having something to say. But true wisdom is knowing that words should be used with intention. It is understanding that what you say has the power to shape your relationships, your experiences, and your peace of mind. Speaking less, but saying more is an art. It is knowing that the right words, spoken at the right time, can change everything, and that sometimes silence speaks louder than anything else. For too long, people live their lives according to the expectations of others. They make decisions based on what their family wants, what society approves of, or what will make others comfortable. But as you grow older, you begin to realize that no matter how much you try to please people, it is never enough. There will always be someone who thinks you should have done things differently. Someone who questions your choices, criticizes your path, or expects you to fit into a mold they created for you. Living for others is a never-ending cycle of seeking approval that rarely comes. The moment you decide to break free from this cycle, you start to truly live. Living for yourself does not mean being selfish. It does not mean disregarding others or refusing to care about the people around you. It simply means that you recognize your own happiness, your own needs, and your own dreams as priorities. It means understanding that you are the one who has to live with the consequences of your choices. So you should be making decisions that bring you peace, not just ones that satisfy others. If you spend your entire life trying to make everyone else happy, you will wake up one day realizing that you never truly lived for yourself. The truth is, people will always have opinions. No matter what you do, there will be someone who disapproves. You cannot control what others think, but you can control how much power you give to their opinions. Once you stop seeking validation from the outside world, you start to experience a kind of freedom that most people never find. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself, to justify your actions, or to live up to someone else's expectation. You start making choices based on what feels right for you, what brings you joy, and what aligns with your values. One of the biggest regrets people have in old age is realizing they lived a life that was not truly their own. They followed paths that were chosen for them, stayed in situations out of obligation, and ignored their own desires to keep others happy. But time is not something you can get back. Every moment you spend living for someone else is a moment lost from your own journey. That is why it is so important to live for yourself now, to do the things that bring you fulfillment, to pursue what excites you, and to let go of the fear of judgment. At the end of your life, it will not matter who approved of your choices. What will matter is whether you felt joy, whether you followed your heart, and whether you lived in a way that was true to yourself. Do not wait until it is too late to start living for yourself. The sooner you let go of the need to please everyone, the sooner you will find peace. Your life is yours alone. Live it the way you were meant to, without apology, without regret, and without permission.